Shalom. Want to start off by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakha Kudash, double honors to our venerable apostles and elders of Great Millstone who were well. Peace and blessings to the Lord's elect, the house of David. All right, and I just want to bring this article out real quick. All right, just for a heads up. All right, as you can see, it says disaster. New York governor triggers state emergency to replace unvanessed healthcare workers. Okay, and this is just the beginning of many other replacements that they're going to be doing with the National Guard. Okay, because we're getting into the time where they're going to start bringing the military in to handle basic necessities or basic everyday to day, things that the people are going to be doing. Okay, so we can expect, okay, that this doesn't stop here. Okay, it's not going to end here. All right, and you could pretty much understand that this is the beginning of them telling you that we're going to go into martial law. Okay, because once the governors and the presidents and so on and so forth start, ushering in a state of emergencies, it opens the doors, all right, legally for them to start enacting certain things with the military. Okay, and for the military to be able to come in, they have to enact a state of emergency, and that's what they're doing. So we can expect for them to, use this open gate, all right, for so many different things that's going to lead to martial law. All right. It says the Vanessa deadline for healthcare workers in New York and a handful of other nearby states has come and gone. And although the New York Times reported that that thousands of workers lined up for jabs at the last minute, thousands of workers in the industry have continued to resist despite the fact that authorities are turning up the pressure by declaring that those fired due to the mandate won't receive unemployment insurance. Okay, so once again, Esau coming with the wicked ploy, all right, trying to box people in that if you don't do as we say, you will lose out on your benefits. Okay, and this is why we kept telling people from day one, do not put your trust in this devil. Do not go to Egypt for help because they will turn on you. Okay, for all you people who work for the government and you thought you were some hot stuff, okay, you got especially a lot of Jake women, all right, that they work in these federal jobs, all right. They act like the Fed is always gonna be there for them, like Esau always gonna be there for them and give them what they need. But now here it is. They're telling you, look, if you ain't complying, you're losing out your job and you're not going to get any type of unemployment insurance, unemployment benefits. Okay? So you're boxed in. All right? It says, with the situation growing even more dire, New York Governor Kathy Hochul, she's a straight demon. All right? You people just wait and watch and see how she's going to start operating, man. All right? It's just the beginning. Okay, signed an order on Monday to deal with possible staffing shortfalls resulting from the statewide Vanessa mandate for healthcare workers. And remember how a couple weeks ago they said that the Supreme Court had put a hold on this thing being mandated for not just healthcare workers but also teachers and stuff. Apparently that thing they ruled it permissible for this mandate to actually carry through. And that's exactly what we said. We told you, look, they're going to turn their back. They're going to turn and say, oh, no, it's actually good. They could do this. They could do this. We told you that. All right. We said, look, they just doing it as a mean to just kind of like hold back on things a little bit, keep everybody down a little bit, But look, when it's time, they all work together. All right. Against the people. OK. All right. So it says in a series of tweets Tuesday morning, Governor Hochul explained why she signed the order. Last night, quote, I took bold action and signed an executive order that will alleviate potential staffing shortages in our hospitals and other healthcare facilities across New York State, she tweeted. And it goes down. All right. Echoing comments from Biden, who spoke to reporters while receiving his Pfizer booster dose last night. This nigga. Governor Hochul said that the only way we can move past this pandemic is to ensure that everyone is eligible. Everyone eligible is Vanessa. Now, they just keep using these buzzwords, pandemic and all these different things. There ain't no pandemic. Everybody went back to normal. People are doing their own thing. If you people will stop, yeah, I'm talking about these government agents, if they would just leave people alone, you see how things will go back to normal. But that's not the goal. The goal isn't to leave people alone. The goal is to push for that NWO, okay? That New World Order, man. Look over there in Australia, all right, and look what's happening over there. I mean, they're in a full-blown police state, all right? They're in a full-blown police state, okay? That's what police state looks like, and that's coming here to America very soon, okay? And they will do everything in their power to push for people so we can get to that point, man, and it's coming, all right? It's coming. It says, but it's not just NY's hospitals facing staff shortages, as police departments from the NYPD to the LAPD struggle with surging violent crime. A group of unvanessed undercover NYPD officers are reportedly being threatened with demotion or even firing because their refusal to get the Vanessa could compromise their ability to meet sources in restaurants and other locations, per the NY Post, the New York Post. And once again, this is all done by design. Okay, they knew that this would be the result. That's why they already had the National Guard on deck. All right, they had them niggas ready before the deadline came. Like, you know, so they've been had this thing ready to go since like years ago. All right, and we kept saying it like, yo, they moving the military, yo, they doing this, they doing that. But now it's finally come to the point where they can finally unveil, all right, their plans. Okay. It says at least 10 officers and detectives were told by the Deputy Commissioner of Internal Affairs, Joseph Resnick, that they would be kicked back to a precinct if they didn't get the jab. Okay, the cops are chiefly part of the IAB, which investigates other cops. One source told the Post, Resnick's doing it because if they are going to set up cops, they need Vanessa cars to go into restaurants, and they don't have it. A source said, no one will want to work with them, the source said. All right, and why wouldn't anyone want to work with them? Don't they still have the qualifications to do their job? But just because of a mandate, all right, because of a mandate, not because of health reasons, but because of a mandate. No, not that you're sick and you're going to infect us. No, but because you don't have this thing or you're not compliant. That's all it is. It's about control. If you're not doing what we want you to do when we tell you to do it, you will be punished. You will be reprimanded. All right. And we're getting to that point where soon it's going to be forceful. OK, it will be forceful. You're going to see. And this witch, this Hochul witch, she's going to show some very draconian. All right. Some very draconian traits. All right. That people are going to be like, wow, I didn't see this one coming. You know, there's a reason why they took Cuomo out so they could replace him with this bitch. All right. So you're going to see what she's really about. All right. It says, unlike NYC's public schools, NYPD doesn't have a Vanessa mandate. All right. But it says, but starting in mid-August, patrons at NYC restaurants are required to show proof of Vanessa in order to enter indoor settings, including restaurants. NYPD Commissioner Dermot Shea has said he supports a Vanessa mandate for the department, but has stopped short of issuing one because of the potential backlash. Okay, so this is all is gonna boil over. Okay, you got people in New York, protesting. All right, you're gonna have a lot of civil court, people getting sued. All right, and so on and so forth. And there's another article. All right, the elder put in the chat. Okay, the elder Itazwan, he put in the chat. It says dozens of Massachusetts state troopers resign over Vanessa mandate. Okay, and when you read through it, which we could do that right now, all right, dozens of Massachusetts state troopers are resigning rather than being forced to get the Vanessa, according to union officials. Governor Charlie Baker has given an October 17 deadline for executive department employees to prove they've been jabbed, an order the State Police Association of Massachusetts tried to block through the courts, and it didn't work. It says it is unfortunate that the governor and his team have chosen to mandate one of the most stringent Vanessa mandates in the country with no reasonable alternatives. It says The association said in a statement after losing its legal battle. All right, so you're gonna see a lot of so-called legal battles being lost by the people. Okay, and these governments are gonna keep on trolling and keep on rolling. All right, because again, it's an agenda. It has nothing to do with health. It has nothing to do with health. This was the goal from the beginning. They just had to create a concept of, oh, there's a virus, and because of the virus, we need to bring this to. That's why they created the whole hysteria that we went through over the past year. Okay? There was nothing there. That's why Trump first came out and said, we're battling an invisible enemy. With an invisible enemy, they can formulate it to be whatever it is that they want it to be. All right? That's why they did that. Okay? It says, to date, dozens of troopers have already submitted their resignation paper, claimed the association, which represents 1,800 members. Some of those plan to return, other departments offering reasonable alternatives, such as a mask wearing and regular testing, Spam said. You see, a couple years back, if you would have told somebody you're going to be at work and your job, you're going to be, you're going to have to wear a mask and get regularly tested throughout the whole week while you're at work, people will be like, hell no, I'm not doing that. They can't force us to do something like that. But now, people are saying, yo, that's the best other option that we're going to have to do. As of right now, I'd much rather do that than take this Vanessa. So they got you to the point where you're doing something that you normally wouldn't do. Okay? And it's not going to stop. Okay? It's not going to stop. It's only the beginning. Like we said, soon people are going to say, oh, fine, I'll take the Vanessa instead. That's how bad it's about to get, man. You know? Boy. All right, continuing, it says, the state police are already critically short-staffed and acknowledge this by the unprecedented moves which took troopers from specialty units that investigate homicides, terrorism, computer crimes, arsons, okay, gangs, narcotics, and human trafficking, and returned them to uniform patrol, the union said. So then who's going to be taking care of all those other things that the people have been taken away from? The military, okay? The military, and they're going to be very forceful because they don't have all the technical people in there that have to do the investigation and all that extra stuff. They're not going to be doing that. They're going to be skipping steps. Look, if you're caught doing a homicide, straight to a concentration camp or you're dead. If you're caught doing an arson, that's how it's going to be. It's going to be, look, if you do this crime, we're not going to investigate and go through the due process. You serving time. You're going to be in a concentration camp. Okay? The union has reported that 80% of its members are Vanessa, according to the Boston Globe. So why are we not going back to normal? The testing, what's wrong with the testing all of a sudden? The testing don't work now? When they were asking this nigga Fauci, yo, at what percentage do we go back to normal? I believe Rand Paul was asking him that. He said, well, we don't know. When we get there, we get there. You know, this whole time they've been vague. All because they want us to lead. They want to keep pushing the people to comply. All right? And then when we get to the MOTB, that's when they're going to really be like, look, it's either this or death. And at that point, you can't turn back and be like, wow, I'm not complying. So it's too late. It's too late. All right? It's too late. Okay? But I'm going to get a quick precept here. All right. Real quick. All right, because this is what these devils really think, that they can dictate, all right, what you do with your life and how you do it. All right? Klaus Schwab, you know, he's the one who's the founder of the World Economic Forum. Okay, and he's a descendant of the Rothschilds through his mother. All right? He's actually a Rothschild, a descendant of a Rothschild. All right? And he's the one that's going around telling people that this is how the world is going to be and this is how we're going to have to, you know, change the world and all these different things. Like, who the hell are you, man? Huh? Who gave you the right and the decision to come out here and tell us what to do with our lives? And that's why you're going to be in slavery very soon. You're going to serve hardcore slavery for 1,000 years for crimes against humanity. Okay? There's a book of Obadiah, verse 3. It says, the pride of thine heart hath deceived thee, though, it says, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock, whose habitation is high, that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? All right. So they keep on pushing on with their agenda. They say, who's going to stop us? That's why Biden said it the other day. He said, look, if you want to stop the government, you're going to need more than just these regular guns that you got. He said that. You're going to need like AR-15s and all kinds of different types of weapons. You guys don't got that. All right? A straight devil, man. It says, though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, and America's symbol is the eagle, and though thou set thy nest among the stars, and that's why they're so high-minded, and they think they could do whatever they want. You know? That's why they think they could do whatever the hell they want, man. Oh, man. It says, thence will I bring thee down, saith the Lord Yahweh. So the Lord is the one who's in control of all these things, and he said he's going to bring this place down. Esau, you're going to go down. You're going down right now as we speak. Okay? Your kingdom is crumbling right now as we speak. Okay? And it's only going to intensify. The more the people wake up, the more the resistance is going to get tight. It's going to get stronger and stronger. And once you make your move, you say enough is enough, let's make our move. The Lord says what? I got checkmate. All right? Bring him in, bring him in, bring him in. When they come in, I'm going to set them up. The Lord is setting you up. All right? We've been saying it, but the Lord is setting you up. All right? We look feeble. We look like we're just sitting there sitting ducks. And you're going to come in and roll thinking you're about to take over something, and it's going to be a huge backlash. You're going to be like, whoa, we didn't expect this. So prepare. Prepare, man. War is coming. The angels are coming down. Yahushua is coming down. And he's about to give us spiritual power. So prepare to fight against angelic forces on this earth. Prepare for that. And all the prophecies lead to your downfall. Okay? All the prophecies lead to your downfall, man. All right, this place is finished. Okay? America is through. Everything that's happening is signaling towards the end. America is finished. Okay? Like we read in Revelation, the 18th chapter. All right? It's a closing. All right? It's a closing of that once that was so great an empire known as America, in the scriptures known as Babylon the Great. That one great empire that used to be great, all right, has fallen. Okay? And she's gonna be destroyed by thermonuclear missiles, man. All right, and the rulers of this place, they're gonna serve their time in slavery. All right, and we can't wait for that, because that's the only thing that will suffice for all the damage that you've caused. That's the only way you could pay back. It can't be with money. It can't be with nothing else but slavery, hardcore slavery for 1,000 years. That's the only thing that we see fit as a right judgment for everything that these devils have done to this planet Earth. Okay? And guess what? Once we get to the kingdom, it's going to be enforced. You're not going to have no rights. Trust me, Esau, you will have no rights whatsoever. No rights. No. No human rights, because we're not going to treat you like you're a human. All right? You're a beast, and you're going to be treated as such. Okay? So I'm going to leave it off there. Lord willing, you've been edified. I want to give all praises on that. Glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash, the Wadiyah, Ba'ashem Yahushai. Until next time, Shalom.